Okay, so here is our Ducati V2, and I really don't like how that silver piece looks. I want it to be all blacked out after replacing the radiator guard there. I like the black look, so we're looking at replacing that. And there's several options you can do. You could remove it and paint it. You can do what we're gonna do, which is pull it off and wrap it. And then the other one is replacing it. There is a carbon piece you can order to put on there as well. So this video is going to be about replacing that. So we're going to start by pulling off this panel here, and that is with the 3mm on that little bolt there. That helps you to pull this piece off. All right, so you can see on there where the connections are. Okay. And again, this is on the V2 Streetfighter. Okay, next step is we got both of these off, and we're going to use this so we have enough to wipe these down to make sure the surface is clean. Or if you have some of this isopropyl wipes, you can use that as well to just make sure the surface is prepped and ready so it adheres well. Just make sure you're really thorough, wiping all the surfaces and edges down. Okay, one of the nice things about doing the wrap is you have the option of pulling off and changing colors. You're not committed. We like the 3M product to do our wrap color, and we just love that it keeps our options open and it's not a permanent change to the bike. We are going to trim out some pieces next, and I've got the heat gun ready so that we are ready for our next steps. Okay, we picked a piece that's longer than what we should need, and we're dividing it in half, and then that will be enough for each piece once we start to get ready to lay that over to create the wrap. Just pulling into the end here, getting it all adhered. Okay, it's looking better already. We got one side done. This is a good tool to have. And then we definitely had to trim up some pieces as we went to make it fold over and lay nicely. And you got this end where we had to fold it around.
And just so you know, we have no experience in wrapping. This is kind of a first time as you do it, kind of a scenario.
So don't think we're professionals here. We're just doing it because we want it to look different.
The way we're doing it may not be the correct way, but this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So once you get it wrapped around, trim the excess, and then we also use the heat to press and get any kind of raising areas or any kind of bubbles out from the back side. And the front side, just kind of look back over it, make sure that there are no issues on any of the edges, and ready to go to the next piece. Okay, so now we got both pieces wrapped. You can see that it's a decent job. We're happy with it. Make sure when you finish the wrapping, you go back over on the back side, put some heat through this whole thing just really lightly. The heat gun we have is a 2-stage, so basically 2 different settings. Always use a low setting and just be really careful on how close you are. Try not to get more than like 2-3 inches away.
Like 2-3 passes at a
Yeah,
time.
and just do a small section at a time. That way you don't overheat it. And then just go back through. Make sure you press down on any bubbles on the inside and trim off any excess, and you're ready to assemble. And the nice thing about doing the wrap is if you mess up, you just peel it off and do it again.
All right, just putting those back on with the same tools we had, the 3mm. Just gotta say, I'm already loving how this looks. Okay, I absolutely love not having that silver piece on there. I think it just makes the bike look even more badass. Love that. So that was actually a fairly quick job to do. Totally worth it in my opinion.